Then when Child Protective Services out in Long Island was called to check on the child in Dare Road in Selden, Long Island, they actually warned the pedophile they were coming. They actually told him they were coming. So what are they supposed to see? Now the child's locked up in her room with 6 cats. Child Protective Services warned the pedophile that they were coming. So of course the litter box was cleaned and the cats were roaming all over the house freely, not locked up in the room with the child. So out in Long Island they don't have a good Child Protective Services either. Because why, in God's name, would you warn a pedophile that they're coming over? How are you going to possibly catch abuse or neglect if you're being warned? Well, Child Protective Services out in Long Island also knew about these photographs and did nothing. Nothing to protect the child. And here, you could see that he's in her bed. This is her bedroom. He's in bed with her. And she is clutching her vagina, protecting her vagina. That is not a normal picture. This is not a normal way fathers should be sitting with their children. It's not normal. And anybody out there who thinks it is normal, you need help. The Village Voice wrote a 6,100-word article on this story and published that picture in the article. We have the photographs, we have the negatives, they are real pictures, and people who have seen these pictures actually are taking the pedophile side. That means there's a lot of pedophiles out in Long Island. And Liberty Street, friends of the little girl who had this abuse done to her. It's very pathetic. Very pathetic. I never realized there were so many pedophiles out there. I never realized there were so many pedophiles out there. And it's sad that I had to marry one, you know, because you don't know. He didn't start having sex with her until she was 5. And I didn't learn about it until after I caught him masturbating in bed with the child. So it's like and then Child Protective Services protects pedophiles. And I proved that because on the State Central Register, they gave him a fake name. The Manhattan District Attorney's Office was protecting the pedophile as well because he's a retired detective, and they helped their own. And his father, Jerome Murray, is a retired detective, and his grandfather's a retired detective. And his father is extremely corrupt from the Knapp Commission, one of those that did not get caught. So this is what goes on with these generations. They're all alcoholics, they're lowlifes. He's married to a woman who's been married more times than I can count. And she's got legitimate children and illegitimate children. He married her for the money. She's got a lot of money. And and she knows he married her for the money because it's on tape. He's talking about how to hustle rich women with his friend, and it was all tape recorded. And he did everything to the T that he said with his friend, How to Hustle Rich Women. You spend a lot of money on them in the beginning. And he did. He took her to Tiffany's. He took her to very expensive dinners. The bills would be like $300 plus. And then he would stop spending the money on her, saying that, oh, it's all because of my wife. I don't have money because of my wife. And that's what he said on the tape, is what you have to do. And that's exactly what he did with this woman. So, and he's got his girlfriend on the side, and then he picks up other girlfriends besides his steady girl. So this is what it's about. Anyway, if you have any suggestions, give us a call. Pedophiles could be your next door neighbor. There is one on Dare Road. He's listed on the State Central Register, but they gave him a completely fake name. So his real name is not on the state register, but his address is, his phone number is, his date of birth is real. Everything is real but his name. It said sexual abuse of his child. It says that he's the parent. That's a conspiracy and a cover. And a cover. And the poor child is never going to be normal because she believes that she needs to live with the pedophile. She believes that he made her believe that. And all the programmers that were on this case convinced her of the same. And she just doesn't hear two sides to a story. She only hears the one side because she hasn't seen her mother since 2001. Well, that's the story of pedophiles, Zineb Shaheen, Ronald Richter, Nina Gross, who works for DeBroche, Gloria Sosa Lintner, Susan R. Larrabee, Helen C. Sturm, Pearl Corrado, Patricia Satterfield, John A. Milano, so many. Nellis Kim was involved in the cover-up. So many people. But if you call the phone number 212-252-2515, you'll hear of a lot more names. So, we'll see you next week. Bye now. He lights up his heart, and he plays all Christmas carols. Oh, look at this. This is from your godmother, another present.